Sam, you dig? 7. Let me talk to you. I ain't preaching like a reverend. Listen. Look, you ever been to a decrepit, ugly neighborhood? Being from Louisiana, I ain't gonna lie. Being from Louisiana, New Orleans, man, do we have some decrepit, ratchet neighborhoods. We have some of the worst streets in New Orleans. I think Baton Rouge streets a little better. Shout out to BR. Man, together we can shine like a star, but we want to be far apart. They got us very divided. But listen, let me stick to the topic. Listen, when you see those neighborhoods, if you ever been there, and if you are from there, you know what I'm talking about. You walking on those streets. You are seeing those streets from a different angle than the car. If you driving in the car, you're going to see the streets different, from a whole different view. But if you from a house that look out to the street, in a fucked up street with all those goddamn potholes, I'm talking about the streets look bad. I think we have some of the worst streets in America, besides Mexico. We got shout out to Mexico. I'm not talking bad about nobody. We're very sensitive in this moment, I see. But listen, it does something to you if you never seen it from a different angle. If you always in cars, or you see it, you stop at your cousin's house and you get a chance to go home to your beautiful streets. See, we forgot. And then a lot of people are second generations out the neighborhoods. There's nothing wrong with you getting out the neighborhood, because if you're really from the neighborhood, my brother worked hard to get out the fucking neighborhood. He left. I'm proud of my brother. You have men and women who work to get out these neighborhoods. So I can't knock that. They didn't want to die. They wanted their kids to have a better life. So what I'm saying is, they never forgot, but they know what I'm talking about. But if you never been, you never seen what they seen and seen what we seen, that shit go do something to you. If you had to stay there, like what if you got dropped off by your cousin's house and the car just left your ass there? Boom, that's where you at now. You gonna see that bitch from a different. You gonna want to run behind that car. Think about that. We was from there. They regentrified my neighborhood. So now you come in my neighborhood, like one of my baby sons, he came to my neighborhood and regentrified. So I thought you was from the hood. Because he's from Houston. My biggest son stayed here. So, this is his house, he stayed here before. So he already know. He saw it when the project was up. Shout out to the St. Thomas Project, the 10 Wall Villains. Yeah, still black with pride, baby. Melanin. You feel me? But listen. That was the 10 wall color black. What I'm saying is, if that car dropped your ass off there and you stood there, you gonna see it from a different view. You gonna have, I don't know what you gonna feel. I wonder. That's why I'm putting this out there to the atmosphere. I bet you, if you had something if you either go get more focus or try to help, or you go fucking go back home and forget that bitch and never think about it. See, my brother and my sister, they know where they from. That's what gives them the motivation. That's a difference. They know, but some people never been there. They don't really know. They just be talking, running their mouth, and always blogging, and we're in a different age now where you don't have to be it. You just got to look like it. Fake it to make it. That shit, I hated that saying. That was a broke slogan. But if you had to stay there, you would see a different view. If you had to stay there and you was stuck there like a nigga with no hands in a wheelchair, you wouldn't be talking the way you talking. You wouldn't be speaking on the mic like a Walkman. You'll feel different. And you'll have respect for what you're saying. You'll carry those words. You wouldn't be taking pictures of the dead. You wouldn't be blogging about his mama got ran over by a car. All these things that I say, man, these guys wouldn't be doing. I ain't talking about everybody, man. You got to pay your check. You got to pay your bills with these checks. And that's what make you compromise. I know people that's doing this, they don't get paid from this. To me, you ain't compromised. You're doing it more pure. I'm not saying you wrong for taking a check. I'm just saying, watch your step. All the respect.